Strong, man. I don't know why. I didn't think it was supposed to be that strong, but. Oh, daddy ball. That's heckin' stronger than it's supposed to be. Like that's Zach Rhodes territory, and I can't play that here. I'm not able to do that most of the time.
The 900 Global Origin is an incredibly strong, dynamic, and very impressive ball across the board. Even if you've been a viewer for several years, you may not know that I have 15 years experience in a pro shop and have uploaded almost 2,000 videos over the last 10 years, so my goal is to help you dig through the mess and understand all the options out there as well as possible, so that you can enjoy bowling more and waste less money on uninformed or staffer-hyped releases. We are, of course, at Royal Crest Lanes in Lawrence, Kansas on the Kegel Chromium Challenge pattern, 42 feet, 25.5 mils. The graph is linked in the description if you want more details. With the Origin, we get a new core and a bit of a cover rework, which I was initially happy about and ended up really confused with. The new asymmetric Ellipse AI core features a 248 RG, 050 differential, and an 020 int diff and 15 pounds. Nothing terribly special about the numbers, it's your standard, stronger asymmetric core. The core is an interesting shape though. Very sharp looking ball, in person looks even better than the stock photo, and the cover is RB93 hybrid, not RB903 or something. Hopefully that means we're going back to the entire number meaning something rather than the first number being a general zone and the last two just being a sequential ticker, so to speak. However, there's still nothing on the website about it. The entire cover section is missing on the ball page. Now, Nick Brown uploaded updated core and cover strength charts for each of the SPI brands to SRGBBFS or Storm Roto Grip Bowling Balls for Sale group pages on Facebook and Instagram. The Roto one is still incomplete and wrong like it has been for years. I won't bog the review down with that rant. So with the global list, RB93 ends up in the middle, a few spots underneath the S84 cover from the Reality series and even under the cover on the Zen. RB902 from both Harsh Realities is at the top, which makes sense, but the Origin is one of the strongest shiny balls ever, as you can see. Everyone I've heard from so far either has it equal with the Harsh Pearl or stronger, just falling shy of the exotic gem, so if you saw that list, I think you can ignore it. RB93 being under S77 and S84 beta for that matter also means the number either doesn't mean anything or that they're resetting the system, but again, there's zero information, and this cover is substantially stronger than where they have it placed any way you look at it. The new Ellipse core is also just missing on the chart, but this kind of stuff is par for the course at this point, unfortunately. So moving on to the ball reaction. The easiest way for me to put this is that it's very similar to the stronger balls that Brunswick brands are putting out right now. You've all heard me talking about how strong and dynamic the Brunswick brand stuff is right now, and the Origin is all of that. Now again, sometimes strong and dynamic looks sexy on a video, but ultimately ends up not being that usable because that typically means it's not as controllable. So I'm not doing anything more here than offering a frame of reference or a comparison. However, the vast majority of league bowlers and people watching don't have super high rev rates, so just because something turns sideways or hooks off the planet for a 400 plus rev rate bowler doesn't mean it's going to do that for you, so you have to interpret or build a base for comparison with what you're seeing rather than taking it at straight face value. Speed and revs obviously have a significant effect on ball reaction, and interestingly enough, usually Tobias starts to run out of room around 4th arrow. Once he gets deeper than that, stuff just tends to overskid or stand up and go forward on him, but the Origin really doesn't get comfortable until 4th arrow. It's so strong and responsive that it was uncomfortable for him to throw much further right of that. It wanted to dig and it wanted to fly. This is straight to the top of the list if you're the kind of bowler that can't get anything to hook or to move down lane. I saw a lower rev rate bowler, lower speed bowler throwing it shiny out of the box on a 30 mil pattern a few days ago, and they were even bending it a little. I realize that a lot of you that have been with me for a while aren't used to or aren't interested in the Brunswick stuff, but for those that are curious but haven't taken the plunge yet or tried anything outside of SPI, this one will give you the experience. Sponsors help me do all kinds of things, including continuing to put videos out there. There's a link to Bowler's Mart in the description where you can order one of these or anything else bowling related. Rosedal10 is my discount code for your CoolWick orders, 3D printed ball cups, and spinners from Scarred Prints. Plus there's a discount link for 10% off a Nexus backpack, their new journal, or other products. And finally, an email address for custom handcrafted items like pens, bottle openers, and stoppers. and even bowls made out of old bowling balls. Please hit the description before you get out of here and support the businesses and individuals that support me. Also take a look at my YouTube memberships, where for just $5 a month you can get all my videos early and ad-free. We're going to compare it to the Harsh Pearl to show you what I'm talking about, and the Harsh Pearl still definitely gets after it. Still a very strong ball, not quite as fast or dynamic. Again, that makes it a little more controllable, but it all depends on your game and what you need. I've had a lot of balls that look great for me righty that looked awful for me lefty, and now that I know what my game needs lefty, I know what to look for. I don't need to see a specific bowler or a specific side of the lane to recognize the general ball characteristics that I'm looking for. The Harsh Pearl seems like it fits higher rev rates a little better because it's strong but still fairly clean, and it's firm but controllable on the back end. It can be a little slow for lower rev rates. The Origin is also clean, but it's faster down lane, so it might be a little harder to control for higher rev rates and especially slower speeds, but the lower rev rate crowd is going to really appreciate the more dynamic reaction. The Origin is a one ball in the truest sense of the word. It's significantly stronger than the new Attention Star S2. It goes without saying for the Attention Star. There is obviously a bit of overlap with the Harsh Pearl, but with as responsive as it is, that creates more separation than you might think. Though it's not as early or chuggy as the Exotic Gem, it's a ball that could be your straight up top of the bag ball. It might need the shine knocked off, but it's still plenty diggy with it shiny. For the Brands of Brunswick fans, this is comparable to the One Remix, Wicked Collision, Archetype Hybrid, even the Hammer Effect. It's on that kind of level. The 900 Global Origin releases on November 22nd with Storm's Road Warrior and Rotogrip's Attention Star S2. Tobias didn't get the Warrior, but I think Zach got all of them. Once again, tons of great stuff in the description, so check that out before you get out of here. Also, I have several minutes worth of live commentary or on-lane thoughts that are following, so stick around for that as well. This video was brought to you by Panda Bear Productions. We put the in bowling. Thanks for watching, and may the strikes be with you.
So strong. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. All right, stop throwing it out the window. That's better. Strong, man. I don't know why. I didn't think it was supposed to be that strong, but yeah, it's a lot stronger than I thought it was going to be. That's for sure. I don't know about that one. Oh, that's close. Should be good. That's good. It's good. I usually can't play that zone like that with many balls, so it's... Oh, daddy ball. That's heckin' stronger than it's supposed to be. Like that's Zach Rhodes territory, and I can't play that here. I'm not able to do that most of the time. Man, I thought that was good, but I saw it like get down lane and it started hooking pretty quick, and then it kind of just did the old Tulsa, the double hook that we're having at Tulsa. Should be good. It's good stuff. I mean, I'm good if you're, I mean, that was pretty easy stuff with that one. I like it when that happens.